16 years from now, what still excites you every Monday morning?
Is because I just love being at CitiusTech.
Describe your work from home setup in 3 words.
I can't because I just don't work from home. I come to office every day.
My name is Megha Jalui, and you're listening to the awesome podcast powered by CitiusTech. This is where technology meets purpose, and today I'm going to meet some awesome technology leaders who are shaping the healthcare industry with passion, grit, and new age technologies like artificial intelligence. We are celebrating 20 years of CitiusTech with some epic behind the scenes stories with these amazing human beings who are making it happen. I have with me Sumit Bhardwaj, EVP at CitiusTech, and he has also been working with CitiusTech for over 16 years. Hi, Sumit.
Hi, Megha.
So, how's it going?
Very well. How about you?
I'm good. Are you excited for the podcast?
Absolutely.
So, you've been with CitiusTech for a couple of years now. So, looking back, how do you think CitiusTech has evolved in its purpose to make healthcare better?
It's been a fascinating journey, and the evolution of CitiusTech as an organization focused exclusively on healthcare also has been amazing, rapid, and in line with how the industry itself has evolved. I remember when I joined in 2009, there was a lot of that was the time when Barack Obama had just introduced the Affordable Care Act, and the companies in the space were scampering to figure out what does it mean, because the legislation itself ran into I think a couple of hundred pages, if not more, and we were smart enough to summarize it in a single slide, which was extremely prescriptive for our customers and potential customers. From there, if I look at other areas, like that was also the time when imaging industry was trying to move towards vendor neutral archives and technology which would allow exchange of images across proprietary technology platforms. Some of the world's leading players in that space were working with us, and we helped them achieve their goals in that space. What has helped CitiusTech in this long journey has been a continuous and single-minded focus on healthcare, which starts from the time somebody joins CitiusTech and he has to go through a healthcare induction program. And it doesn't matter whether you come with prior healthcare experience. 16 years back, I came with healthcare experience and I had to go through the same program, which has actually evolved now. It's much richer than what it used to be at that point of time. But everybody has to go through that. And then our L&D function continues to impart, increasing knowledge and awareness of the healthcare space to individuals as they spend more time. That focus has helped us, along with our team of very, very strong healthcare domain consultants, to kind of stay ahead of the curve in some ways when it comes to how the healthcare space is evolving in the US, and how technology is trying to align itself to the evolving needs of the industry. And since we as an organization tend to focus on both the dimensions, the technology dimension as well as the domain dimension, and look for excellence in both, we have been able to keep pace and then some in the space. That has helped us continue to evolve, continue to deliver to the expectation of our customers, and also help them achieve their successes, and in the bargain be a successful organization ourselves.
So, you mentioned evolution, right? So, as you mentioned that word, AI is transforming healthcare in real time. In what context can you share more about your 2 decade strategy? Like, where do you think AI is taking CitiusTech 20 years from now?
AI will definitely change how we're looking at things. If I, go into specifics of different areas, for example, I have been working with the payer customers for the last almost 7 years now. They are sitting on huge piles of data. Every episode that an individual in the US goes through, one way or the other, ends up in the archives of the payers. Right? They know exactly how patients are treated, what care is given to them. Is there an opportunity for AI to look at all that data and identify which is the most conducive care path that is available for an individual with specific symptoms, specific episodes of illnesses, or more importantly, in chronic diseases like diabetes, cardiovascular illness, etc. And is there an opportunity to use that data to optimize the offerings for these patients? Absolutely, yes. Was it possible a few years back for lack of technology, lack of the solutions available that are available today? Answer is no. Today's technology and the solutions that are available allow us to do that. For example, I am a diabetic. If there was a way to study how my body responds to individual food items and at different times of the day to different stimuluses like exercises, stress, lack of sleep, extra work, what have you, then it is much easier for me to control my diabetes and manage my diabetes than with a generalized one size fits all sort of a solution that is currently available in the market. Right? Small inventions which make use of technology very efficiently, for example, the continuous glucose monitors, to some extent answer that question. Now, if there was a way to assimilate all that data and see patterns across a much larger population, which AI can do for us, would help us make more informed decisions about what should be the specific care in such chronic diseases. Likewise with cardiovascular health. I mean, we keep hearing episodes of people in their 30s and 40s suddenly collapsing and getting knocked off, and there are no symptoms for them. Now, if there was a way for data about these people to be collected and processed, can AI give us some kind of a predictive analysis on people where there are no obvious symptoms visible to people? Maybe yes, right? Likewise, in imaging, previously data that was captured on a GE machine would be available only with GE machines or GE databases. Likewise with Fuji, likewise with other providers. Today technology allows all of that to be assimilated together and common patterns to be looked at. And based on the inferences that come out of it, there is always possibilities to improve the care that a patient is given. The kind of tests one is subjected to based on a generalized care path can be reduced for individuals, making it a uh, little more peaceful, little less painful for individuals. The kind of medicines that people are given that can be modified, customized to individual needs and individual responses, so on and so forth. I mean, the opportunities for AI to intervene in healthcare, improving the quality of care for the patient, improving the value a patient receives from the care that providers are giving them, and making this entire exercise more manageable and affordable for individuals is tremendous. I mean, technology can make wonders in this one single space among everything that technology can
It's made work
intervene.
more efficient.
It can materially contribute to improving the quality of life of people, not just for acute conditions, but most definitely for chronic care management.
16 years from now, what still excites you every Monday morning? Because working every day is like a habit, it's a part of you now. So that's what's that one thing still excites you every Monday morning?
I think what keeps me going to office, and I'm one of those who, in spite of a hybrid work solution, goes to office every single day. And I had to say this on camera, even on Fridays when most of us work from home due to a mandatory work from home, is because I just love being at CitiusTech, going to the office, meeting my friends, and 16 years have allowed me to make some really, really strong, solid friendships over the years, to go meet them, work with them, together solve the problems that the organization faces, our customers face, people around us face, and try to make CitiusTech a better place for ourselves, our colleagues, our customers, and in the process, whatever growth as it is measured in business terms that we achieve for ourselves continues to keep us excited.
So you've seen the company through its highs and challenges, 16 years, right? So every human being also has a personal goal, a personal objective. What's your objective? What's your personal goal at CitiesTech? And working every day with so much passion.
I think if I'm able to make an impact on a few individuals' lives over the course of my tenure at CitiusTech, if I'm able to pass on the learnings to the people that I work with, that I've accumulated over 30 plus years of experience in the industry, if I can help them avoid making the mistakes that I would have made as I grew up, but somebody was around me to hold my hand and guide me through. And if I can provide the same guidance to the next generation, I think I would have done my
Lived your
bit.
purpose. Yeah. Okay. So, what does success look like for CitiesTech in 2030?
That's a very interesting question. I wish I had a crystal gaze in front of me, but I'd like to break this up into multiple different pieces. First and foremost, financially speaking, we'd like to be as an organization much further ahead in our journey than we are. I mean, if I look back at 16 years, when I joined, we were, I think, about 170, 180 people. Today, we are over 8,000 people. We want to probably double that, not in another 16 years, in another 5, 6 years, which would take us very close to 2030. That has an impact on the revenues, that has an impact on the kind of offerings we would have, that would require us to keep pace with the technology as it evolves over the course of the next 5, 6 years. That is one thing, right? But the the most important and exciting, and if you allow me to use the word fascinating, part of being CitiusTech is we are impacting human lives in one way or the other. Everything that we do, at the end of it, it's not a big corporation which is benefiting or consuming that service. There's a patient who's under distress, who's consuming that service. If we can work with the partners, either help them identify areas where they can improve the quality of care, the patient experience, or we ourselves can build offerings which would help uh, our patients and our consumers experience a better outcome, I think that would be a bigger yardstick of success for CitiusTech than just in monetary terms.
The purpose is very big over here.
Purpose is very
Clearly,
big
yeah.
because we have chosen to be in an industry where human life is much more important. To give you an example and to make the point I'm trying to make very, very explicitly, one of the first industries to adapt to technology was finance. Today, our life is so much convenient. At the click of a button, we can send money, we can make payments, everything happens. Now, imagine you are trying to transfer money from A to B and it accidentally lands up in account C. Is that a stressful situation? Well, depending on the amount that was being transferred, it could be a stressful situation. But are there safety nets? Are there ways to get that money back? Answer is yes. Right? But imagine a patient gets operated based on an X-ray or an image or any kind of an assessment where the individual accidentally put L where R was supposed to be, and a wrong organ, a perfectly healthy organ, get knocked out of the body. Are there safety nets to that? And that is what we could potentially cause in this world because of the the domain that we have chosen to work with. the kind of outcomes that we want to deliver for our consumers. And that is something which keeps us on our toes, which keeps us challenged as well as excited about what we do.
So we had a great conversation and I learned so much and the entire conversation was so insightful. But now we are moving forward and we generally don't do this in a podcast, but we are heading to some fun questions. Okay, so are you ready for it?
Sure.
I'm a little nervous.
If it's fun, I'm always ready.
Are you little nervous?
Well, when I don't know what's coming, I just wait.
Okay, so your first question is, if CitiusTech was a movie and the genre, what would the genre be? And what role would you be playing?
I'd probably one of the main firefighters who would be fighting those fires and ensuring that we continue to be successful.
Would you like to name your movie? Since you've given so much brief now.
As cliche as it can be, Agnipath.
Great, that was a great answer. Describe your work from home setup in 3 words. And you have to be honest in this. You can't cheat.
I can't because I just don't work from home. I come to office every day.
Every day.
Yes. The kind of productivity, the kind of stress-free working that we can have in office, work from home does not allow. I'm sure my other friends may not like it, but this is what it is.
Okay. So what's the weirdest or most surprising thing you've Googled while working on a project?
With sports.
To do with sports. You love sports.
I do.
What's your favorite sport?
It's a difficult toss-up between football and cricket. I play both.
Great. You're the EVP of the company. What's your unofficial job title that your team would totally agree with?
Sports head.
So you plan all the sports outing and all the town
I head the
halls.
sports committee for CitiusTech.
Wow. So if you could instantly learn one skill, I think this would be sports only. The answer would be sports related. If one skill you could learn, but it would not relate to technology, what would that one skill be?
I would definitely want to sharpen my singing skills.
So you have a passion for singing also?
Yes.
Wow. Great. Okay, so this segment is over. Now let's get forward with the Gen Z lingo.
Okay.
So do you have any Gen Z employees in the company?
I would have. I don't get to meet them on work, but I do work. I mean, I do get to spend some time with them out in the fields when we are playing.
Okay. So your first question is, what do you think it means when someone says the meeting was a whole vibe?
I think it's a positive expression that people could relate to what was being discussed. And there's a definite path forward which people understood. And there was clarity in the meeting.
Okay. If someone says a project was mid, is that a compliment or the opposite?
It's what the word says, mid, sitting on the fence. I don't think it means very positive, but it also does not indicate that the project was a complete failure.
So has anyone used the word mid in your company or in meetings?
No, people I get to work with are all, from 80s and 90s of.
Okay. So when someone replies bet after you assign them a task, what do they mean?
I've not heard it, but if I have to take a guess, I think it's an expression of, or it would be an expression of confidence that the person can accept the challenge and work with it.
Yeah. So you're almost there. You're Gen Z certified.
Okay.
Now, last question. Imagine you drop like a brilliant idea in a meeting and someone says you've got mad riz.
I think that's one of the higher level compliments Gen Z gives to people.
Riz. Yeah, that's it. It was so nice having this conversation with you. I learned so much. It was so insightful. And one word I could say that what I take away from this podcast is that there's a lot of heart involved in the entire work that you do, and that's really wholesome. So thank you for the service that you provide to us. Actually, thank you so much. And yeah, you're also Gen Z certified from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Megha.
Thank
It
you.
was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, sir.